Hey guys, I'm Janice on occasion, and today...
As it should be.
Sorry, what was that, mate? I feel like he was trying to do the intro. But that's my job. You stick to your paddling, nerd. Let's do stuff. Fighting Nurgle. Maybe fighting the undead. I don't know. It really depends on if Helman Gorst is going to decide to take Dreadrock or not. I don't know. I don't know. I think he'll get to act first, and he might have a good pool of units that he can fill up with that might put him off, and then we can fight them because who cares? But also, Gorst might decide he wants to get a monopoly on... Well, actually, no, because this is part of the Dragon Isles, so actually, he's got a monopoly here. I don't know. He might decide to declare war, though. He really doesn't like Imric very much. Not very much at all, with their strategic aversion. So yeah, cool. We're doing good. We're doing good, probably. We have an outpost available. Oh, hell yeah. So we have, Wait, hang on a minute. Hang on.
Hi, Elven Archmage.
Hang on. Isn't this called an outpost? So that's an outpost. So we can build colonies, but also outposts, and also a different thing called outposts. Game. Come on, man. Do you have to be like this? Do you have to be like this? I could actually build in Shattered Stone Bay, so we can actually up the garrison here. So we have double outposts. We have a sea outpost and a land outpost. And we can just really make this, you know, a really, like, sturdy defense, you know? Anything that comes out of the jungles here just immediately hits a stone wall. It should be called Shattered Stone Wall. And then all this stuff can, you know, carry on about its day. Might be fun. Might be fun. Or we could build it somewhere we could actually recruit something from, which could be pretty sick. What is his capital? The Fortress of Vorag? Is that right? He's starting the Fortress of Vorag? Yeah, that is his capital. So should we just shove it in his capital? Yeah. There we go. So we'll get the best recruitment options from him that way. And, I mean, I guess they won't lose it, I suppose. I think here might be more interesting, though, because it allows us to visit via the ocean. But I guess, you know, this is more a political move. And, you know, we have actual outposts, too, which I guess are these that we have. I don't know. I'm just thinking what would be narratively more interesting. I think Shatterstone Bay would have been, you know, narratively more interesting, actually. That's sort of our gateway to the to this continent. Though I don't see why we wouldn't just make land at that port instead. You know? Bit of a bummer. Anyway, right. This is a thing. Influence per turn. Speed when fighting at sea. Frozen contact evade for the ocean into sea elemental. Amazing. Perfect vigor for merworms. And unbreakable for ship's company and Northern Sea Guard units. That's just going to lose us a lot of ship's company. They tend to die real easy. So, you know. Good luck, boys. Good luck. Oochie woochie, gonna hurt. But, you know, good for them. Good for them, not running away. Look at all these losers. Look at them swarming the area.
Soon I'll be all powerful.
Amazing.
What news?
Yeah, well, if your all-powerful plans are hinging on capturing Dreadrock,
The sea.
I'm afraid you're going to be sorely disappointed. You are joking, right? If we auto-resolve, even though Gorst is helping us out for some reason, I'd like to think that he's showing up to be like, I will help you. I will help you kill the demons. Ha 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 ha. And he's actually just trying to take the place before we do. Like, we kick the doors in and then he sprints in with his famously incredibly fast skeletons. His plan is rubbish. That's why he's going to fail. Look, he's not smart, okay? He's not smart. But yeah, this is insane, the fact that we have all of this army, and we're going to lose a regiment of renown if we auto-resolve. Like, how does that even happen? It's just absurd. I wonder if we'll make landfall around us. I'm going to fight the battle. Okay. So we still got some injuries here. We still got some injuries. But I don't think that's too bad. Because I don't think we need to get them involved at all. Also, being unbreakable on the walls is suicide? So we're just going to move here and let these guys shoot the snot out of everything, I think. That's probably
Northern Sea Guard.
the way to go.
Storm Riders.
Riders of the Storm.
Company of the Calendarian.
I like riding storms. Storms are nice to ride. I'm pretty sure I know all the words.
Aislinn.
Let's get you over there.
On the wing.
Cool. Alright, everyone have fun. Oh god, we're not in range, are we? That was close. That was close. So yeah, we can shoot all those exalted plague bearers. At our leisure. Now this is interesting. This you don't see often, do you? They know that enemies are coming from this way, so they've decided just to hold the centre. Which makes me think that Gorst has some... not Gorst. Kugath. Or whoever's leading this particular one. This guy. Yigal Manticool. He has some nefarious magical plans. Or he's gonna have this pyramid, like, full on us. It's not a sophisticated trap, but... oh boy, is it effective. Yeah, we got a little... the archers of Tor Khalida. Get an extra fire damage in there. Very nice. I mean, those plague bearers are really suffering here. I don't want to use all their ammo, though. They do have some flyers. He only has Cloud of Flies. Okay, he doesn't have any magic. Let's just get over here and start shooting junk. And yeah, if these guys attack us, fine. Fine, because I got this guy. This guy can go get him. Oh, also we have Vol's Hammer, which I suppose I should use here, shouldn't I? And kablooey. I said kablooey. Kablooey Vol. There we go. There, yeah, that upset them. They didn't like that much at all. Do you want to go fight them? Maybe go fight them. Yeah, maybe go fight them. You know, because you can. And if I move you guys in, you're actually going to go through that gap, aren't you? You're all going to go through that gap, because you can. So that's cool. I mean, these guys are flying. Let's go get them. Or do I just wait for them to charge me? I think I'll just shoot these plague toads for a while. Gorst has arrived, and you know what? He might get in there before we do. That is something we need to be careful of here. Let's get you guys moving up. Alright, you're having a good time. Well, ish. Good time-ish. These guys are causing problems. And our archers are heading in here. Let's try and hit them some more. Because yeah, these guys are going to push in. It's going to be a problem.
Sea Lord of Ulthuan.
Yeah, they need to die in a hurry. Here, toads. Come here, you. I should be shooting those ones. They're on the way. Dangerous business, this.
Sea Lord Aislinn.
Okay, Oceanids. A lot of barricades here. I respect that. I respect that. Build up that whole area. Very smart.
Guardian of the Seas.
They're really getting away. That won't do. Let's charge these jerks. We go for the Furies. Okay, now where? Oh yeah, I told them to go that way. They'll go this way, won't they? Good. Okay. You can try and destroy this barricade. And actually, they're pretty good at destroying barricades, it looks like. That's nice.
Assault.
Now. Yeah, Mathland Spite. And yeah, those Furies don't stand a chance against the Sky Cutters. Yeah, peck their eyes out. Attaboy.
I bring wisdom.
And let's make you immune to contact effects, and then we'll summon some Oceanids over here. Alright, these ones done a great job. Are you guys? Yeah, you're all repositioning. Brilliant. Some of you archers are shooting. But let's move you here so you can all just blast everything this way. Perfect. And Contagious. Missile vulnerability. You have shot a lot of shots, which is not very good. Here, let's let our allies in. Alright, let's let our allies in. Okay, where are the best units that we need to let in? Oh, it's only skeleton warriors. Alright, let's let in the skeleton warriors. Don't worry, guys, we're going to let you in. My kindness has no limits. You're welcome. Alright, I was expecting that to be hilarious because the wall was going to collapse and they were all going to die. I'd been like, you know...
Victory is assured.
Anytime. But, no. Nope.
Archers.
Not a thing. Oh, hello.
We go.
Hello, fellas.
Location taken.
These guys bear plague. Oh, no.
Magic above all.
Oh, no. We need more magic to get more friends. Oh, we don't have anything else kicking around, do we? Just have all this? All these elves, I guess. Bit rubbish. Alright, let's get you over here. You can charge into the back of them.
Mine is the upper hand.
And you can charge these jerks. Good.
Company of the Calendar.
And you just go get them.
No trouble here.
The casual pile. We'll have no trouble here. We're a local Aztec temple for local Aztecs.
Aislinn.
League of Gentlemen? No? No?
Spirit high.
Alright, come on, lads.
It will be done.
Do you want to shoot these guys? That'd be cool. I think it'd be quite cool shooting these guys. So glowy. This is the frost. This is the frozen. These guys are all frozen solid. Which is what all of this insanity is. Not too frozen to bleed, though. Oh, hello. Hi.
We will obey.
Hi, fellas. Let's shoot some toads. Let's shoot some toads. Oh, and some bile trolls. They should get shot too. Oh, hey, they're going for a little walk.
So be it.
Not sure where they're headed. We really do need to get into the middle here, don't we? Like, I know it shouldn't be difficult to race,
Orders received.
you know, a bunch of zombies into there, but still. Do you want to get out of here, Oceanids? Look, they're frozen in place. How long does this last, anyway? How long do they stay frozen? Not very long. Not very long. It's really just so long as you're still fighting them. Man, look at them. Look at them go. So cool. So wiggly. Alright, so they are absolutely murdered to bits. Murdered to Betsy.
The might of the
Alright, you go fight them. Hopefully we can shoot these plague toads at some point. Like, I'm really hoping we can just shoot those plague toads. They've been a real bummer. Hey, what are you guys? What? Where have you been, lad? Where have you been?
By your command.
You silly goose. It's alright, let's just get our archers up here. If anything survives. Oh, look at these little squiggly boys. How are they charging 2 enemies at once? I didn't even care, that was amazing. Did you see that? Makes no sense that they'd be charging both, but they were, and that's cool. I respect that. Oh, we're about to win. We're about to win. So there we go. But look, we made it to the middle. We even tried to help them. But they blocked Vol's anvil there. Which is very silly. Silly boys. Alright. Decisive victory. Well done, boys. Good job. We were going to turn this into a colony, weren't we? We were thinking about it. I'm still torn. Having a bigger settlement would be nice here. Just because having a bigger settlement I think would be nice, but also our main settlement is our ship, you know? Our Dragonships are really... Yeah, that's our thing. So I think we're going to make an outpost. Knights of Caledor. Let's make you really... You know, let's make you an absolute powerhouse in this area. We still get to build stuff, so, you know, it's not the end of the world.
Aislinn.
And yeah, hopefully that'll help us get our resources up. This one we can do as well. This one does cost a little bit of elven trade, but then it makes... Yeah, it'll pay for itself for 5 turns. I just don't think we can say no to that.
Commander.
That's going to start turning a profit quickly. Okay, let's get Rally. Because we definitely want to get... Oh, you know what we haven't done? We haven't done Bowmaster. Because this is melee attack and melee defense for all of our elves. But we should do Bowmaster so they'll have extra ammunition. Because what's great about the High Elf like skill trees is that even the archers will benefit from all the melee attack and melee defense stuff. Like, it's a big deal. Like, everything gets everything. You know, basically every other skill tree in the game, it's, oh, the archers need training. They'll be really good at doing archery. Nothing else. They don't get any better at anything else. So I think it's quite cool. I think I like that. Although this is only archers, but then this is specifically the bow stuff. But yeah, just the extra stats just makes them a lot more survivable. I think it's cool. I like it. I like it. And does it track? Kind of tracks. So the thing about the High Elves is they have this militia system, right? Everyone has to be in the military for, God, it's a while. It's a while. Basically a lifetime. And that's their first career. And so basically it means that if there's ever a threat to Ulthuan, every single elf has like 50 years experience in the military. So like they are all capable warriors. You know, even like 1,000 years down the line, if they've been like an artisan of some kind, they can still shoot a bow really bloody well. But so yeah, it's pretty cool. They start off... Ooh, which way round is it? I can't remember if they start off as spearmen or start off as archers. I think they start off as spearmen because that's where they get the most discipline in, and then they are promoted to archers. I think, but it might be the other way around. It feels like it should be the other way around because you're safer as an archer. You know, so long as the more experienced spearmen doing their job. But anyway, either way, you start as one, then you do the other, and then you might get a job in the military. You know, like a Ulthuan Sea Guard or something. You know, might get a job like that, but yeah, everyone has experience. And so the idea of you putting up people's levels, well, it gives everyone higher melee attack and defense. Well, you could argue, well, yeah, the archers obviously are going to benefit from that because when they were spearmen, they benefited from that and they carry those skills to the next, you know, to the next role.
Orders.
But yeah, it's interesting. Big if true. All right, hero action success chance stuff. Rubbish. I don't care. Supernatural mist. Now this is interesting. Gives charge reflection, which is kind of a big deal, for all allies in range, and melee damage reflection and missile resistance. So that's kind of wild, and that can go up to 10%, or to plus 10 actually for the melee damage reflection. Okay, how does that scale exactly? Because it says it's so it affects all. So duration is infinite, right? It's just a passive ability. It's on all the time. Within 55 range, all allies in range, right? Within 55 will get this bonus. It's enabled if leadership. Oh, okay. Effect intensity increases when nearby allies cast spells. So in other words, when he starts casting spells, the intensity goes up. So I don't know if that scales by like Wind of Magic spent or what. Where am I? Here we go. This is it. So yeah, I don't know what that will scale off. But the fact that it just gives you charge reflection as standard is huge. Because that actually means that even our silly swordsmen who don't have that charge defense, if they get charged by something, that the damage from the charge is going to hurt the thing doing the charging, which is wild. That's really, really good. Makes a lot more sense for like a spear wall. You know, the faster you run at a spear, the more you're going to harm yourself. But, you know, I mean, inverse correlation or something. Or is it just a regular correlation? Whatever, who cares? Who cares? I'm king. I get to do what I want. I get to say things, whether they're wrong or not, and everyone has to go, yes, yes, my lord. I'm King Finneber, by the way. I've decided. To rouse the fire of Assyrian intensity is to command obedience. Be they white-garbed. Garbed? I don't know why I went garbed and not just garbed, which is how you would say that. Neophytes or Nagarites, black-fletched ranks. So, nothing useful really. Nothing major, but it is the first in many steps to make out infantry really good, so, you know, that's fine. Skycutter chariot for Talos as well, that's nice. As one of the swiftest of airborne vessels, the Skycutter allows the Asur fleet to maintain aerial superiority over the battlefield. Lovely.
Yes,
so,
this works.
This belongs to Imric now. I do wonder if we do need to, like, jump into the sea and fight these guys. Although we can't reach them. The only way into the sea is that way.
Problems to solve.
Yeah, yeah. God, I feel like Asilinn just gets me sometimes. You know? It's a shame he's a big old racist. Yeah, he's like an elven supremacist, basically. You know, he thinks the world belongs to elves, everyone else is lesser. Which is a very high elven trait to have. He just sort of epitomizes that trait. Which is, you know, part of Chaos's influence on the high elves broadly. You know, all of the elves were touched by Chaos. Dark Elves very more, like, you know, a lot more obviously. Sort of putting up their sort of malice and everything. But, like, the Wood Elves being as isolationist as they are, that, again, that's Chaos turning the dial to make them more and more protective over that tiny little spot of land. And not, you know, involving themselves in wider conflicts as much as they easily could be and probably should be. You know? And, yeah. The sort of, just the fact that High Elves are all a bunch of egotists, basically, is how they were affected.
Victory.
You know? Just that self-importance got ramped up.
Ah, common courtesy is rare.
Hello, Imric. Join the war against Clan Moors. Look at you getting into a war. I mean, I don't really want to. But I don't suppose there's any reason not to. I mean, are they going to come for me? They might. This is the sort of game where, like, someone will just decide, I'm gonna go attack this island. And they will traipse halfway across the world to see to it. But yeah, I'm gonna hold up my end, okay? We're allied with him. Okay, so Gorst is trespassing, which I won't do. We are getting quite a lot of influence per turn, actually. We have a lot. A sheaf of elven architectural manuscripts dating from the reign of Caradriel have been discovered by your spies in the Old World. They detail techniques long forgotten, espousing principles so old as to be new again. As a result, building costs have decreased faction-wide. Cool. Very cool. I want to say Caradriel was... God, was he the one that was ruling over the elves when the elves had a big foothold in the Old World? It does say it was discovered by spies in the Old World, which, you know, would make sense for them. So I think that's the case. I think he was the one that lost the war against the dwarfs. I think that's the one. Your war expands. Oh. Oh, interesting. I haven't seen this. This is cool. This is really interesting. So this is really clever, right? In that, so there's this sort of weird thing you can do, right? Which is just sort of dumb. And, like, the enemy, like the AI, like, factions. I wouldn't have expected them to be aware of it, because video games. But, like, if they existed, if it was real life, then it would be cheesy, right? It would be like, well, no, that clearly you've just conquered my territory and given it to this guy. Clearly this guy is my enemy. You know? Like, you can't just give my territory to someone else and expect me not to involve them. But here, it's just like, no, you took over my territory, you just gave it to someone. Clearly, they are a threat to me too, right? You are doing it on their behalf, or you're in cahoots, or something. But, like, what the hell? So this is really cool. So your recent occupation and transfer of a settlement belonging to Pox makers of Nurgle to Knights of Caledor resulted in a declaration of war upon the Asur. It should come as no surprise that the enemy has decided to pursue war in an attempt to recover their stolen territory. You surely now bear some responsibility to protect the territory, else this is all for naught. I mean, that's really cool. I think that's really interesting. So you can't do the cheesy thing of just taking over a territory and then just gifting it to, like, a neighbour that they like. So you can get loads of money, and then you don't have to worry about that territory being lost, right? And you can just shrink your enemies in a way that they can't recover from because they're not going to declare war on their neighbours that they love, you know? You can just gift it to one of their allies or something. So you can get some real silly stuff going on. Which, you know, diplomacy does try and iron out over time, eventually, because it'd be like, you know, oh, you're doing deals with a person I don't like, that kind of thing. So I'm going to not be friendly with you anymore. But, like, this is more direct, and I think this is really clever. This makes the AI factions feel a lot smarter. You know, they're not going to put up with your nonsense. And that is really cool. I know, it's probably not as big a thing as I'm making it out to be. It's just, it's not been something that's been in Total War, and that's, you know, that feels like a missing thing. Which I really like. I like they've done that. This I don't like, though. I don't really know what to do about this jerk. I think they're just going to throw themselves at us and then die. I mean, if that's the case, then, I mean, more power to him, I suppose. So that's fine. But what do we do about Ghost? I mean, this is their only army left. So, but I think Gorst needs to go. Even though my plan was just to sail south and then head to Ulthuan. Ooh, Skull Island. Love a good Skull Island. There's a lot of money in a big skull. I don't know why. But, yeah, this...
What do you seek?
This feels like a threat.
Speak your words and be gone.
Strength rank 13, too. Jesus. Surprising. How many settlements have you got?
Leave
7.
me.
Can I just smash them to bits and give them all to Imric and then get the hell out of here? Because I feel like this is still... You know what? We're making loads of money, largely thanks to Dragonfang Mountain. Like, if I get this up to 800... You know, and that's going to be 400 having this colony built here. So, I mean, we're going to be earning a lot of money just from this one settlement. So, I think, with that in mind, we can probably just build an army here to babysit it if we need to. Just fill it with, you know, infantry. All of our militia are going to be really, you know, overperforming, frankly. So yeah, I think we can probably leave it. It's just, I feel like as soon as I get into the water, he's going to declare war on Imric. So what I might do is just grab that treasure. So that way I'm at least doing something while I'm loitering. And then we'll see what he does. So, the seabed is littered with the barnacle-clad hulls of ships that once set out to tame the oceans. Recently, rumours started circulating that one particularly notable wreckage had been spotted. A partially sunken ship that was rumoured to have been sailing back to Marienburg with a hold full of mysterious trinkets, looted from across the old world before suffering Stromfelds' ire. Stromfelds being, of course, the god of storms we mentioned earlier in the campaign. You know its location, but there's always a chance that others have caught wind of these rumours too. In fact, it's quite funny. Not funny, it was actually very... The guy just went, yeah. What was his name? The guy who writes for this game, who used to work for Games Workshop, has like worked on army books and all sorts. I've forgotten his bloody name. I met him when I went over for the first ever Chosen tournament, back when I was a multiplayer creator. It was when the Vampire Coast were being released. It was a tournament being hosted like at that time, you know, as part of the sort of marketing for that DLC. And there was a blog post about Silostra saying that she got brought back from the dead by either by Mathlan or Manan. And yeah, when I was chatting to the guy in a pub, as you do, I was like, shouldn't it be Stromfeld? He's like, yes, it should be. I was like, oh, okay. that was the extent of that conversation. But I was just like, that seemed odd. So it was just nice for him to be like, yeah, it should have been. Like, oh, okay, cool. Anyway, sail to the wreck. The riches and trinkets headed for Marienburg shall be ours, regardless of who challenges us for them. God, what was his bloody name? It's Andy, isn't it? All I can think of is Andy Warhol now. But it wasn't Andy Warhol. If it was Andy Warhol, I'd like to think I'd have a better story than that. But anyway. God, I can't remember his bloody name. I'm really bad with names, though, so this is no surprise. We don't really need to fight this. I was expecting a bigger army, if I'm honest. Let's actually just force labour this time. Because I think we're getting influence for the next 100 turns already.
Standing orders.
Oh, right, 16 turns, yeah, it's so much. And we have a star dragon. Oh, he's the real star. Amazing. Amazing, we have a star dragon. Oh, I love that. Should we make him better at fighting now? That might be cool. Oh, we have our eroding poison, because that item, of course. Big old poison dragon. Love it. So yeah, do we want our... Okay, that's all our archers. Oh, that's a bit of a pain. So spearmen are here, but Northern Sea Guard are here. Yeah, that's a disappointment. That's a bit sad. Yeah, infantry is split up over loads of area, but this is just all monsters, but not the ocean ones. That's the ocean ones. Interesting. So suddenly, yeah, there's ship's company there too. Suddenly I feel like we need to upgrade everything here, which is a pain. Let's just get better at fighting, shall we? Let's just do that.
I shall raise
Good.
the stakes.
The eldest, most powerful dragons can destroy entire units with a molten blast of their white-hot breath, which is actually sort of funny as a description, because that isn't what star dragons are for. So the older the dragon, right? So sun dragons being the youngest, moon dragons the middle, star dragons the oldest, right? The older the dragon, the more focused the beam is for their breath attacks, and the more powerful they're going to be against like a single model target. So the sun dragons are actually best at killing entire units. Star dragons really good at just cooking that one guy. So that's actually sort of yeah, kind of backwards mechanically. But you know, it's still just a fun paragraph that says star dragons are really old and ancient and powerful and will cook you. So fine, really, that's all you need. So we got a bunch of experience and some treasury. So while sailing towards the wreckage of the ship from Marienburg, a galleon helmed by a hissing vampire admiral appeared in a cloud of broadside guns and cracking black powder weapons, blocking your passage. After defeating the undead freebooter, you looted their galleon's coffers before sailing on to claim the salvage from the Marienburg wreck for yourself. And about time too.
Navy.
Let's head down this way. How are we doing? 2 more turns? Although we need 4 now. Jesus. We really need to make some big upgrades here. And we never have any elven trade available because I keep spending it all on buildings. This is what we need. We need more crew growth. Although it'll still need +1 compared to what we have now. But I guess that will help. That will certainly help. Also, what's this about? Oh, yeah, we unlock additional, like, different buildings, don't we, from this stuff. So how are we doing? We need 600 for the next thing, right? Yeah, we do. Oh boy, that is going slow. But it's going.
Sea Lord Aislinn.
Good. This is nice too, just extra melee defense. We are going to be using him fairly aggressively, aren't we? On the Skycutter Chariot. And Wayfarer is quite cool. Good acceleration and deceleration. Let's get in and out of combat quickly. Turn on a penny. Yeah, it's useful. Let's upgrade the garrison. Again, we're going to be using up all of our bloody elven trade. Happens every time. Happens every time. Still, it's all good. But yeah, we need to go to Ulthuan, and we just need to clear Ulthuan of enemies, and then start installing all of our own lords. Hopefully that'll be the end of that faction. Let's try and get an extra couple influence per turn. Because again, we only have almost 300 influence.
Do not come seeking bargains.
Hey mate. Trade, hell yeah. You know what we haven't done? We have met every single seafaring nation, because we have all visibility over all oceans, right? Because of that first technology we did. We should just go into the diplomacy screen and see who we can trade with. Like, we shouldn't be waiting for them to come to us. We should just go and see if anyone will do it. Because it'll probably be quite a lot of people. Because we've also got a diplomacy bonus for folks too. Got a bunch of factions getting wiped out every turn. It's really... yeah, I feel like it's sped up somehow. What are you still doing here? Doesn't like being in the land of the living. It's making him poorly. Like, where is he trying to go? Oh, I guess he's trying to go by land back to his own territory. So, fine. So, Dreadrock. Yeah, max garrison. I mean, that is a huge garrison that we're providing here. That's amazing. Yeah, 6 archers with light armor, 5 ships company and sea helms. I forgot about sea helms. I was talking about oh, you know, horses on a boat, but sea helms, that's their thing. You know, they land and then they charge in. You know, they're ocean-faring cavalry. Silly me.
The Navy demands fresh recruits.
Yep. No
All hands
No
on
icky recruits. Right, gotta be fresh. Right, bathe the new recruits. Why can't I move you? What?
foul winds
Does it just
ahead.
not...
Avast.
It just doesn't let you queue up as many... like, as much of a distance anymore.
There are grim portents to avoid.
It's bizarre, isn't it? Weird.
Do not
Huh.
venture into ebon mists.
You used to be able to draw a line as long as you wanted. I guess it's decided you never really need to do that. That's crazy to, plan a route 30 turns in advance. So why struggle with the pathfinding? So I think it just says no now, which is kind of interesting. Fair enough, frankly. Fair enough. It might also, if you can't draw a line like that, it might also mean that AI won't go, I want to go across the entire world now. They might also have the same limitation where they aren't going to make a decision based upon, like, pathfinding across the entire planet to come and fight you in particular. You know, it might force it to have to make a decision on a smaller, a smaller area. But I don't know. I'm just speculating on that. More influence per turn, which is nice. Also, High Elves do not require a military alliance to upgrade their outpost, which I think is pretty cool. I think that's nice as well. That, again, is very much like the talk of trade that we had in a previous episode, you know? They're happy just to make a little elven quarter in your city in order to sort of, have all their warehouses and docks and things and maintain their own vessels for trade, but they don't really want to hang out with anyone else. But it does mean that they end up with quite advanced outposts where they have everything that they might need. So yeah, we can take control of this army. That's cool, but it also means that this jerk decided to declare war on our allies, which sucks a bit. Valiant defeat, high casualties. I wonder, because it is going to be quite difficult to fight Gorst here, I think. Oh, he's got a Helm of Discord, and obviously a bunch of different magic. If we just shoot him, he is on his corpse cart, so he is going to be quite a big target. So I think if we just get rid of the Crypt Horrors, we just focus all our archers on him, and I think he'll just die. And then everything else will die because they won't be getting all the ludicrous healing and buffs that he gives them. So yeah, let's take control. This is cool. This is amazing. I love this. This is so good. If they could just do this with, like, all allied settlements, that would be amazing. Then, like, I think alliances would feel really impressive. I think they'd be really cool if you could do that. Or if it's just where you have an outpost, it could do that. If that could be, expanded to... I mean an outpost in the traditional sense, not like the new other thing that is also called an outpost that we have, which is what this is doing, But if they could do that to all outposts, so if an enemy is under attack, but you have, it's an ally and you have built an outpost in their territory, I think you should be able to click on this. And I don't think they have implemented that, but that would really make you feel ownership over the place that you've sort of invested in, and I think that would be really good to have you, rally to its defense. Yeah, as soon as I start sailing away. Didn't I tell you? Like, as soon as we start sailing away. No. Alt and move, please. Thank you. The fact we have the high ground like this as well, and they're attacking us. God, this is not going to work out well for him, is it? It really isn't. And, like, they're slow, too. They are not a quick army. You know what? Let's get you over there. You know what? Actually, let's have you over here, and we'll have you over there. And then we'll have all of our archers. I think in a couple of lines.
Can I be praised?
So that way if they do break in. Oh, there's a black coach. Black coach is actually going to be a massive problem. If they get going, they really get going, and against light infantry they can just, like, carve through them. They'll just be running up and down our lines like mad. They're going to be really hard to pin down. Because yeah, black coaches have this amazing ability. As well as just looking cool. I love this. This is one of the first metal models I ever bought was a black coach. And I just find them so bloody charming. I just love them. Anyway, when I was a kid I had one. But they have this amazing ability. Which is it black size? Because they have a couple, right? Yes, they've actually, I like how they show intensity now as well. Really nice. But yeah, they have all these different abilities that basically like buff the longer you're in combat. So as they start killing things, well, just stuff nearby them is getting killed. They start buffing, and they end up. Well, they have Wayfarer already. Hang on, have they changed how this works a little bit? Because he already has Strider. Okay, so I think they have changed the one slightly. Okay, so it used to be that they didn't get like Wayfarer or Strider early. But it's basically the more capable they are, the harder they are to stop, which was really cool. It made them really hard to pin down. You know what, I really should have brought the other...
Asur, forward.
Yeah, you're going to come over this way too. I've decided. But yeah, it used to be the longer they're in combat, the more capable they were of actually like pushing through. But no, it seems like they've changed it a little, so they actually just benefit from being able to basically force their way through absolutely anything much earlier now. Which I'm almost disappointed by. It no longer feels like an investment. But then they do get like ward saves and stuff, so the strategy remains the same. It used to be that you would force them to fight crap, just absolute crap. Like any old rubbish, just change them into like, you know, Ship's Company would be perfect. They fight Ship's Company for a while, and then they become this like unstoppable thing that can just push through all your lines. Like infinite mass, nothing can slow them down. They're a chariot, so they're just constantly damaging stuff as they push through it, right? That was the thing you could do with them that was really great. Now, you know what? Everybody, guard mode, okay? Everybody on guard mode. If they're just going to stand there and get shot, I mean, that's wonderful. They do have some tree cover, of course. But still. Right, Gorst is miles away, but they're not going to have any units left by the time they get here. Very weird. Yeah, they definitely changed that a little. I don't know when they changed it. There's a problem. It's like I said, you know, earlier episode. I don't play multiplayer anymore, so the little ways that things change over time, I don't necessarily pick up on. But yeah, I mean, he's nearly dead because they are not using him correctly. However you use them nowadays, that's not it. That's just not it. Alright, there's a corpse cart there, so let's aim for that. And yeah, they're nearly dead. They're nearly dead already. Yeah, they're crumbling. Let's aim for the next poor sod. And maybe I should just get you guys here so we can sort of stop them a little sooner. Or maybe I should do like this. Right. Because they're so slow. This just means we can shoot into the side of them if they try and run into these guys. Which I think will be very funny. And alright, that's nearly down. I do want to start shooting... Yeah, I do want to start shooting these guys soon, but they are taking a long time to arrive. God, they just want to lose, don't they? They just really want to lose. This is marvelous. Love this. Thanks, Gorst. And yeah, Black Coat's nearly dead. Oh, Crypt Ghouls are on the way. Crypt Ghouls are a little scary, actually. Crypt Ghouls are a little scary. They can do some good damage. Oh, he's nearly in. Anyone want to get another volley in there? Oh, Van Hell's Dance Macabre. Ooh. There's a White King over here. Alright, you know what? Black Coach was a feint. And he just fainted. They're nearly all dead, because we're shooting them to the side, which is very funny. Let's shoot you into there. You guys, Crypt Ghouls, please. Need you to kill them. Let's pull you back. Ooh, do I want to pull you back? You know, I think you need to stay in combat, actually. Oh, no, you don't. We got spearmen there. Nope, they're there. Oh. We'll get our Lord in here. That's fine. Yeah, if you guys could kill those Crypt Horrors, that'd be great. These guys are struggling a bit. Our boys over here are doing masterfully. Just having no problems. We'll need to shoot Gorst in a minute. Right, let's start shooting him now. Shall we? Okay, now we do need to hold them at bay. Fine. Fine. More Crypt Ghouls here too. I'm amazed the Crypt Ghouls are doing as well as they are, actually. It's quite surprising.
Archers, acknowledged for duty.
Okay.
Archers,
I need you guys to move a bit. This is suddenly looking awful.
It shall be done. It shall be
Like,
done.
really bad?
Archers! Without fail. Make Ulthuan proud. Onward!
Yeah, if you guys could start shooting them, just wipe them out as quickly as possible. They're really weak to missile fire.
Archers!
Shouldn't take long at all.
Spearmen!
Shouldn't take long at all.
Lacoy!
Oh, we're already fighting them, I guess, so that's fine.
For Assyrian!
But yeah, I don't like that our archers here are all
As you say,
penned in
as
like
you
that.
say.
They've nearly had it.
Spearmen!
These spearmen, I guess they need to stay there a little longer.
Archers! For duty!
You guys need to rally. Those crypt ghouls, come on guys. Some of you just can't shoot, can you? Aim for them, aim for them. You are being a little what's it, you know that?
Spearmen!
A right little what's it.
Northern Sea Guard!
Okay, some of you guys shoot skeleton warriors, you go fight them. And, I mean, come on, how are you guys not dead yet? Nearly. Almost. Almost.
It will be done. Without fail.
And everyone shoot Ghost. I mean, once he's dead, I think we're probably fine. And he does seem to be suffering a little here.
Archers!
And I'm just going to ignore Martin Grigorovich.
For duty, as you say.
I don't think he's going to be a bother.
Archers!
And yeah, okay, Ghost is nearly dead.
Understood. Understood. It shall be done.
And then we'll just start shooting these guys. Maybe them, actually, but I feel like our Lord is doing a pretty good job of keeping them at bay. Let's shoot these guys.
Archers!
He's going to be a pain, of course.
Prince of Ulthuan.
I should bring you out of that fight, actually. And let's bring you down there.
Northern Sea Guard. Acknowledged. Asur,
And we'll need to shoot them.
Archers.
Because, yeah, we're sort of, ship company have sort of had it.
Forward.
But
Proceed.
if we can run...
Take the lead.
Okay, that's fine, actually. That's broken there. How are you not doing? I'm amazed they're still fighting. Oh, thank God, you guys are back. Excellent.
Orders received.
Excellent news. They're nearly dead, but not
What
quite.
orders? I agree.
Try and fight the White King, alright? Try and fight the White King. Give it a go. You shoot them in the side, that should work out really well.
On the lookout. Acknowledged.
Alright, you start running forwards. Ah, there we go. There we go. Yep, killing the Lord did it. That was really fun. That was cool.
Your command.
Just like these very traditional,
Prince of Ulthuan.
you know, sorts of armies are really fun. It would be nice if we had like a couple units of cavalry or something. You know, I think that would be cool. Let's get you out of there. Let's get you out of there.
To war. I never
Let's get you out of there. Oh, this guy is a sea helm, isn't he? Fun.
Ships company.
Forgot about that.
Ever loyal. Wipe them out.
Oof. Yeah, he's gonna go. Just run. Just run. Okay, good job, guys. Good hustle. But yeah, we made it. We made it. Awesome. But big war. Like these guys have so many armies. He doesn't stay dead for long either, Ghost. Oof. Yeah, this is going to be a slog. We're probably going to have to go north again. I just wanted to deal with Nurgle and get out of here, but I guess it's quite tough when, you know, you have Lords of Undeath hanging around. They tend to be a bit grabby. Alright. Lovely. And that was with a garrison. How fun is that? Like, being able to take control of a garrison like that is really nice. I know you can if it's your own settlement, but, you know, at an outpost. Just really interesting. So it means you're not just sort of like... You're not just handing off a bunch of settlement to someone who's just going to be, like, clumsily losing them all. Which, I think was the problem with Nakai. I would like to see if they change how Nakai works, if he can take control of the garrisons for the other faction. You know, that he sort of paints the map with. That could be interesting. Now let's see. Courtiers are often expected to spend large stretches of time at court. That's probably why they're called courtiers, to be honest. Living and operating under the suffocating political intrigue of Ulthuan. The messengers of the Phoenix King are able to weave throughout the lodgings of the courtiers, disseminating information that helps or hinders them. Likewise, the king can make life comfortable for certain courtiers, or extremely unpleasant. All is at his whim. Spread messages of unity. Happy populace. Yeah, let's do that. The closer Ulthuan is, the better for all the realm. I mean, the realm is mostly... well, let's take a look at it, shall we? Ooh, it's not looking very good, is it? Yeah, they've actually taken Lothan. That's insane. Christ. Okay, we need to get over there and help, because my god, doing useless job. So we're going to make a new army at Dragonfang Mount, because we have seen that we can basically fight off enemy undead if we just have a solid line of spearmen and a bunch of archers. You know, that's all we need. That's all we need, and we're laughing. We should get this. More dedication. We do get a little bit of dedication, 5 per turn for each of these docks, which is certainly helping, but yeah, if we can put each of these up to 20. Oh boy. Love that. Ooh, we can upgrade this too. Get an Asur colony, which will unlock a hero recruitment for mage. Lovely. Yeah, let's do that. That's charming. Rubbish garrison. Little scared he's going to raise dead and then attack here. Hang on a minute. We aren't at war with them.
Darkness comes.
We aren't actually at war with them.
This night.
We get to take control. We get to take control of the defense for something we're not even at war with. That's really cool. Because that also means, right? That also means that a bunch of wars can trigger in territory that you've gifted to people, and it doesn't mean you then have to be at war with every single faction that is at war with the guys that you made the outposts of. Does that make any sense? If you gift your outpost to every faction, you aren't then going to be dragged into every faction's wars. And I think that's really cool. But you still get to defend your outpost, and I think that's really impressive. But anyway, we're going to have to defend outposts, you know, in another day, I'm afraid. Because this episode is over. Guys, if you're enjoying this, please do comment, like, and subscribe. And use the link in the doobly-doo to get the game at a discount for yourself using code Janet at checkout. And that would be great for me and you, so why not give it a go? On release day, because there's no pre-orders. But anyway, wishlist it on Steam, and that'll remind you to not buy it on Steam, and to come to my videos to get the link in the doobly-doo at Games Planet and use code Janet. Or you can just go straight to Games Planet and use code Janet. Do I need to explain any of this? Yes, it's got to get stuck in your head, or you'll forget and you'll just buy it. At full price, like a dweeb. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys.
Triumph again, as it should be.